Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2, and welcome to a very quiet central hub. I think what I've done is fixed the problem. We have a few issues still with the odd tram being held up here and there, but I wouldn't say this was congestion. I'd say this was just regular queuing, and then they get on with their merry way again. One thing that is worrying me slightly is the distinct lack of passengers, especially on the Alizarin line. There just doesn't seem to be anybody wanting to go into the centre of the city. And then we have this queue of vehicles here, of course. So like I said, what I have done is fixed. Where are all these going? Are these all for the bloody hell? They are all for the Violet line. That's odd. Yeah, what I have done, I believe, is fixed the hub. And I did that in many different ways. You've seen me do most of the ways. Remove the tram completely. So it started off with taking the tram depot out. That's been done. Then it was remove the tram completely from this centre road. That now runs through the underground section, which you can see just there. Which again, not very popular in either direction, but you know, it's coming along nicely. It will get better. And the next stage I did, which I did off camera, was this is the return. That's a lie. This is the return line from the Violet line, and normally you used to go straight ahead, loop round, go into the depot, or at least the hub and then the depot. I have to fix that in a second. What it now does is loop around this way, and then join up with the Violet. No, wait, it already is the Violet. The Indigo line, sorry. And then loop around here, back into the hub, and terminate there. And then turns off back into the depot road. The Indigo line now terminates here, so that we have a continuous flow of vehicles. There's no waiting anymore. That can easily be reconfigured and changed back, of course, because I've left everything in place from how it was before. Right, let me just have a look at this metro problem a second, because we seem to have a rather large queue of trains. Much like we had before. And actually I'm sort of... I have an idea as to how to fix this. Let's put it that way. It mainly revolves around construction of another metro platform there. So we have a new shelter there, and then that there, like that, and this. Ooh, I was going to put it there, but that's not going to work. Might leave that one for now, actually, because that's not a terminating line. At least here we can put one. Let me see. Say there, and then this one there. Something along those lines. Pardon the pun. And you can see they're on the same platform, sort of. What it means we can do now, though, is go into these areas here. Which one's P4? It's not over here, is it? It's must be that one. Yeah. Wait, where's that gone? That is totally wrong. What I want to do is take that one off, take that one off, add that one, and then have it go back to the depot. Like so. So that's the Emerald line redone, and now I'm going to redo the Jade line, which means coming over here, delete, delete, add that one in, and then back to depot like so. Now we've got this one. Again, delete, delete. Add that one, and then back to depot. Also, oh yeah, that's the one we were just doing. That's fine. Absolutely fine, not a problem at all. Right, and then the same with this last one here. Add that one, and then back to the depot. Okay, so that's all well and good. What's this quickly? Purchase 5 buses. Do you know what? We'll keep that. This stop now has to be renamed. So that's going to be P6A, which means this one is going to be MCH Metro P6B. That's fine, it didn't look like a B for a second. How strange. Right. Now this is weird as well. I didn't really configure that stop properly when I initially built it, and it's sort of costing me a little bit now, you could say. That's going to be 5B, and then this one is going to be MCH Metro P5A. These are the ones where they're the wrong way round because of how I ended up having to build them. Again, the train's just sat there. Not actually going anywhere. We'll have to sort that. This one's P4A. Oh, there we go. It's moving now. So this is MCH Metro P4B. And then finally here we have P3A. And then, oops, MCH Metro P4B. There we go. Monorail depot has supposedly run out of vehicles. I don't know where they've all gone, but we'll buy a few more. Buy 5 more, keep them happy. We are going to have to start reinvesting in metro trains soon. Let's, for now, close all of these and reopen them all. I think because these trains were already out on track, I think they kind of need like a resetting, if that makes sense. Right, trolley depot 2 has run out of vehicles. That's absolutely fine as well. We'll just top these ones up. I have no idea where they've all gone, but an extra 15 ought to do it. Do I have any new on here? Yeah, I think this one's new. And that one looks new. In fact, that one looks new too. They could all be new for all I know. It's the European city set I was talking about. Or the European vehicle set that I was talking about. That's where all the new vehicles will be coming from. And in actual fact, where this metro depot is now, there will be a new one being constructed. I'd say over here somewhere. And that will be connected with the tracks going on like that. And that is for when the metro expands, which was going to happen in this episode. But looking at the money, it's looking more and more unlikely. If I look at our profit loss, you can see how much we're actually making. 156,000. It's an unthinkable amount of money. It's very, very good. Very encouraging. But of course, we actually need that money to come in so we can further our expansion. Something which I wanted to look at in this episode as well is over here. I showed you the new part of the city. What I didn't show you guys was what I was going to do with it, and that is if I line this up like so. First things first is this area, which I actually don't think I built this bit on camera. I built this bit on camera, I remember that, where the new terminus is for the violet line, and that looks... we have a really weird amount of vehicles running through there. Let's check that quickly. Copy all these over. That look really strange. Oops. Okay. So yeah, we got this set up, and we got this grid pattern still continuing, which, I mean, that looks really good. The only thing I don't like is the incline on some of these roads, which is a tiny bit annoying, but I suppose it's something we're gonna have to get used to. What I'd like to do very much so is replicate what I've built here over in, not this part, this bit I'm okay with being a bit weird, because that's going to end up being quite a central part anyway, so might as well leave that as is. But this bit here, I would like to keep that style going, and that straight roads are the key. I also don't mind tunnels this time, providing they're not ridiculously long. So for example, again, if my mouse will work, let's select this style road, and we'll try and go in roughly a straight line straight up, like so. Now you can see we've got a long bridge and then plateaus out just in time. Now I might keep that like it is, because actually we can use this central area for another metro hub, for example, which would then link up lots of different parts of the city. However, let's try it with this one and see what this one does. Again, it looks like it's going to be like a tunnel section. Drawing a straight line like that. See, now that's got a tunnel there. Quite an ugly tunnel, actually. And then there's a bit of a bridge going on there, and then it's all tunnel again, and then it links up under there via a tunnel. That I kind of don't want. I might delete that, because I'd like this bit to be above ground, because you can see we've got buildings on here already. Quite nice looking buildings too, so I don't really want that to be spoiled. So let's try this again, or alternatively we'll scrap that completely and we'll do it further up this way. So let's try it here instead. This looks like it's all going to be tunnel as well. There you go, see, that's all tunnel, and then that bit's bridge, and then that bit's tunnel. So again, we'll scrap that. What we're going to end up doing, I fear, is scrapping a lot of these roads, and either starting again, or just leaving it as it already is. Which, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, nor is it really a good thing. Like this bit here looks a bit weird, the way it suddenly has a tunnel like that. But then again, you know, this is a part of the city where it's on the cliff edge anyway. You can see it has a sudden rise there, so that's not such a bad thing. And you got this nice little cliffside bit going on with another weird rise, and there's a bit of a bridge going on there which we could maybe exploit. So, you know, it could be worse. But this main area of the city here, I do want to build up. So we haven't really got the budget for it now, but definitely later on in this series I would love to come back here and do this properly, because the expansion of the city as a whole, and for most of the transport network, relies on this area being completed. One bit that doesn't rely on that lies just over here. And that is this section here. Now this, you may remember, we built this before we built any of the rest of the metro, and this is our underground link between the North and the South Islands. You can see it goes a long way underground and then a long way back up again. Connects here quite nicely, and then it goes into its respective platforms here at the hub. I'd like to finish this, basically, get it nicely finished and working, and have everything running along quite smoothly. We're going to rebuild these platforms probably the same as how we've done with the others. So we'll have a platform A and B. Doesn't have to necessarily be like that, I suppose, but it would be nice. And then we'll have a nice straight line here. Might rebuild this little bit here slightly. And then we'll end up with a nice Metro South loop as well. Although, thinking about it, where's it gone? Here. Might leave this as it is, and then have a spur line that branches off, loops around, and then joins back up again. That would be a clever way of doing it, would it not? So, you know, anyone who's watching this and has any ideas, feel free to drop a comment as to how I should do it. Should I do it as a 4-track loop or two 2-track loops? Because if I do it as the 4-track loop, it'll be like this, with the interchanges, like here for example. And if I was to do it as 2-track, it would be like this, but half. So, like this. It'll have these 2 tracks, and then it'll spur off into these interchanges every now and then. You know, let me know what you guys think. These trains are running very full, actually. They're running at capacity. That's encouraging to see. What's the hub looking like in terms of people waiting? 69, 31, 52, and 42. So that's not bad. And if we come over to the trams, 39, 25, 8 and 9, they're not bad as well. We've got these nice trams running along. That's the Alizarin line, and that is the Carmine line. So they're following behind each other, and then coming in the opposite direction, we've got Carmine line's actually running full there, so that's good to see. The Maroon line is running on a pretty good capacity. It seems things have picked up a little bit. They were a bit dead. This section here is a bit meh. There's a lot of queues building up. At least this section's clear as well. And then you've only got this little bit of road, and then it drops down. So, you know, it's not bad. It is not bad. It's working quite nicely. In fact, that tram's running quite full as well. It's very good to see. All of these trams are running with lots of people on board. So it shows that this rebuilding of the hub, as tricky as it was and as time consuming as it was, and frankly as annoying as it was, it seems to have paid off. Just moving the trams that little bit over closer to the metro seems to have made it all worthwhile, and it hasn't actually hindered the expansion of the metro in any way, shape or form, which is also good to see. Yeah, no, it's good. Just thinking about where I could branch this line off for future expansion, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, so there's no point in dwelling on it, is there? How are you doing for time? 18 minutes. Do you know what, guys? I think I'm going to end this episode here. We've not done much in this episode. It's mainly been me talking. We got a few things on the board though, so we know what we're going to be doing in future episodes. So we got that to look forward to. And in the next episode, I think we will start having a look at maybe expanding the metro into the Southern Island. And if no one's commented, I'll make up my own mind as to what to do with this. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.